All right, Kenman here, and today in this bag is yet another scale project unboxing. Jeez, how many is that now? I think he has a problem. Well, maybe I do, but this one here's ticked off several boxes. So many reasons to just say yes. Scale project, yes. Button lock, yes. Fidgety action, yes. Sale price, yes, yes. Buy it, yes. I don't know. Here we are. Anyway, before we start, not sponsored by anyone, and I purchase everything at retail price, and I do these videos because I love discussing knives and sharing info and ideas with others. If you have any questions or thoughts, please feel free to comment below. Amazon. Yep, okay. No cuts required. Swoosh. Out the box, out the bag, whatever. Wow. Look at that. It's a CJRB in a big box. It's like a very soft, kind of satiny. We're doing a box review right now. Quality box, very smooth, squared off nicely. Gold star. I don't know, you know me, some days I'm just, or maybe every day I'm just crazy. All right. Boom, got the nice little insert. Looks like a checkbook box. Anybody want to be dating myself right now on checkbooks? Remember those? All right. Here it is. Normal bag. Got our packets, and there she is. Oosh. Anybody recognize it? Maybe? Well, this is the CJRB Lago. The Lago. It's like, that's not white or jade, is it? This is a desert color, they call it. Kind of a desert tan sand. But it's a G10 scale, so the material will take dye. Obviously, like I've said before, if you haven't noticed or tuned in, the dye is going to be affected by whatever the start color is. So this has already got this kind of a tan kind of color, so we can only go from there forward. So whatever color I use for dye is going to be affected by that. But it is fairly light, so it shouldn't be too much. We shouldn't be too limited. But yeah, let's not waste any more time. That was nice and easy out. So this CJRB Lago, here's the profile shot. What does everyone think? A little glamour shot here. Interesting looking knife. So it's an AR RPM 9 steel, which is cool. It's a button lock. Like I said, we've got the G10 excuse me, handle. There's that button. I'll flip it over to this side here. Lefty flick works, button works, open, close. It's a little, actually, I was going to say it feels a little tight, but not so bad for right out of the box here. Just kind of whip her around a few times. So we have a flipper tab. We have the thumb hole. So you can flick it out. You could probably, maybe, it's kind of, it's very, what's that word? They kind of sanded down that edge so it's smooth. So it's actually kind of, see, my thumb kind of slips out of it. Finger sticks in there nice though. But I am not most of the time going to be using my thumb anyway. All right, I like this so far. So, like I said, it is a button lock. If we push that button, blade kind of swings out free. Not bad. Feels like it's It takes a little bit of pressure to push it in. I don't really feel that it's kind of sticking too much, but it does look like it might have a little bit of plunge drag. Yep. So yeah, Metal Complex. If you haven't watched Metal Complex, go ahead and check out his videos. He's very informative. Got a lot of good stuff. But he calls it plunge drag, where you push it in, and if you push it in all the way or further, it gets to a point where it kind of will start to stick again. But I feel like this just needs to break in a little bit. Just a little crunchy at the start. It actually feels pretty smooth. Yeah. So the flick action is good. The button closes pretty good. Flipper tab is pretty effortless. You really don't have to put much behind it to get that to come out, which is cool. I like that little red accent. That's going to have an effect when we do the die. The texture is going to stick out a little bit more. I noticed right here is kind of a neat, the way they cut that. It's kind of like steps, kind of steps up. So it kind of gives you a little bit more access to that button. Or maybe they can recess it a little bit more because it's kind of drops down, so it gives you a little bit more depth of the button on that side versus on this side. If that makes sense. I kind of like the way it looks though. And I like the action of this. It feels nice. The shape is cool. What does everyone think of that shape? I like the way the blade kind of drops down. There's some nice heavy, those are some thick jimps. Those are real chunky jimps right there. But man, they kind of grab. Feels nice. This is a nice, I like button locks. So like I said, this ticked off several boxes. We get to do a die with it. It has a button lock, which is probably one of my favorites. If you haven't seen, I made a video specifically about button locks and how they're great. Left-handed people, they work really good for, which is me. And yeah, so this is a good one. I've got quite a few CJRBs. We'll take a look at them here. Wow, that's the pocket clip is reversible. It's 2 screws, but they go this way. Most of the time, the screw holes would be this direction. That's interesting. Looks like a nice little clip though. Mostly deep carry. Looks like a little bit's going to stick out, but the screws are recessed down in there, so you can see that space in there. It looks like it'll sit nice. That's cool. All right, the blade is centered nicely. Looks like it's right in the middle. And let's see, there is no movement, no play. This is a solid, this isn't the cheapest. I know button locks kind of bring up the price a little bit. This one was probably closer to the $50 range. I do like CJRB quite a bit, so it kind of, like I said, it fits in where I'm looking for it. We've got the CJRB Pyrite, which is a very, very popular one. Also a button lock. Looks like the Pyrite is a little bit smaller. Here is the Echo. I love the Echo. I actually got the Echo before. Did I get it before? Yeah, either way. I got it in titanium. I just think it's a great button lock. It's got good action. It's got that front flipper. It's such an underrated knife. The Pyrite, they're doing so many cool things with it. This kind of went in the shadow of that. But I really do like that Echo. It's a good knife. I still think for CJRB though, the Riff, also a button lock. The Riff is probably one of my favorites. It is a biggie. They look like they're more comparable in size, which is cool. I'm going to go ahead and just grab all my CJRBs, or most of them. This is the new CJRB Craig with the recoil lock. I'm still kind of getting used to it a little bit, but it's a really kind of a neat ambidextrous lock. I'm going to have to probably switch it up to this direction. My CJRB catalog is growing. Some of the ones we've dyed already. This is the Feldspar, probably one of my favorites. I really like that knife. It's just a quality, solid blade, and it just feels good in my hand. CJRB Gobi. This is one of the most recent dyes that I did. Am I missing anything over here? I think that's most of them. I might have another one somewhere around here. But anyway, I do like the CJRB company. I think I did a video about them a while back too, and I only had just a few of them. I think I just had like these 4 or whatever. But yeah, it's a cool company. They got a lot of good things that they offer. This new one, it looks like it's very similar in size to the Riff. So it's definitely, I would say this is a full size. This fits in the hand really nice. It's got a good mass to it in the back. It feels like you've got something that you're holding on to. Definitely, like I said, closer in that full size Riff versus like the Pyrite. If you look there side by side, the handle is a little bit smaller, the blade's a little bit smaller. It definitely has a lighter presence, or this one has a much larger presence. The Lago, it's definitely a bigger knife. What does everyone think? I'm having a good time doing some fun unboxings here. It's nice to find some cool stuff. I say I'm not sponsored by anyone, and I am not. So at this point in time, it's pretty much on me to look out there, see what's available, what stuff that I want to invest my money on and look at, talk about. But the CJRB company has been one that I've liked. I've enjoyed a lot of the stuff that they make. As you can see, they do make a lot of button locks. Most of the ones that I have by them are button locks. And they make a pretty quality one that just works really well. And so it's fairly easy, no-brainer for me to pick this thing up since it, ticks off that box. So, the die project. This was my most recent, the Kubi Koyas. We've got that Sencut Crowley button lock. The Kubi Thalia Civivi Mini Asticus, Kubi Royal, and the Citivian ST801. Surprisingly nice, extremely cheap knife. All right, here is the Jade and G10 that we are yet to dye. What colors would you like to see? Leave a comment below. Let me know. All these will be coming up soon. I've got some specific things in mind for this one, but I'm still open to some suggestions. So if anyone has any thoughts on what they would like to see, let me know. And we will get dyeing very soon, probably the next video. It's tough for me. I'm trying to keep organized because I make videos, and then you got the video and you haven't posted it yet, and so it's like I haven't posted this one when I'm making the video for that, and so I got to think, okay, what did I talk about? Did I just show this? You got to kind of think about what's the future or whatever. But it's exciting, it's fun, and we've got a lot more to come. So today was the CJRB Lago. Oh man, that is. Give it a once real quick here. Fingering it up. Making it all kind of dirty. All right, there we are. Button lock. Whoops. Action. Works on its own. Flick action works good. Flipper tab. Very nice. Thumb. Sort of works. That's a weird. All right, there it is. You just got to get that right angle that I can't seem to get. But again, that's not going to be my style that all the day. If you can finger flick it out, that's what I'm going to do. I'm happy with this. I did see one person was kind of talking about, they thought it was kind of crunchy. If you look at that, watch this drop. That is just gravity doing its thing. It's loose. Doesn't seem to have any plunge drag or stick. I'm trying to push that button as hard as I can. I think we're good. This is a solid knife. Happy about it. What color would everyone like to see? Leave a comment. Let me know. I would love some feedback. So this is going to take some dye. It is going to be a little bit probably duller I guess would be the word, because this is going to really cut down the color. Whatever that brightness of that color is not going to pop that much less because of this kind of duller tan. But what color would you like to see it? What do you think? What does everyone think of CJRB? What does everyone think of button locks? What does everyone think about my videos? Are you having fun? You enjoying it? Glad you're still tuning in. I had a lot more to come, like I said. This will be it for today. If you enjoy what you see, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more. Helps me out, and I really appreciate it. Stay sharp, and we'll see you next time.